ranked now, Kingpin and GeneralOlsen.
Yo. What's up? What's up?
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
We are here with the King and the Count. Count. How do you pronounce that, King?
Count Modric.
Not Count. How do you say? Looks.
What, did you just drop a C-bomb?
Modric.
This is a family-friendly show.
PG-13 or what it is. So we have a while back. We did because we were when the Akizuki came out, and we thought, oh, IFHE, that's the thing, way to go. And because we saw it in the 3 versus 3 cup that Akizuki with the IFHE basically melted a Benson, and that kind of made me sure that was the way to go. And then we did a lot of research on it, and I think I spent like 3 or 4 hours both with Ashwell and Kami figuring out the way to go. And the movie was, in my opinion, quite conclusive that IFHE is not for Akizuki. But now today we got a replay from AtotheK.
A to the K.
A to the K, that's the best. And he wants to prove me wrong. He has been running the Akizuki with IFHE, and it's it does some damage. And we can have a quick look at the build that he's running. So preventive maintenance, of course, last stand, which is a must. Then he's running demo expert to compensate with the fire chance loss that he have with IFHE, IFT, and concealment expert. That is the build that he's running.
And we can also say that we have different opinions. I strongly feel for IFHE because it lets you penetrate basically all cruisers everywhere on them, as well as other spots on BBs. But me and Olsen have different opinions.
Yeah, I got convinced, to be honest. But I was IFHE in the IFHE camp. But after spending, I think we probably spent a couple of hours in the training room.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, if you take the New Orleans as a tankless tier 8 cruiser, you have side plating of 25 millimeters.
Ooh, I just realized something.
Huh?
I just realized something here. Look at this guy. Tommy Hun. He's an old pay-to-win guy. Got a difference.
We don't like him.
This is not good.
No, but as I said, I mean, if you compare to equal tiers, you have the most tanky cruisers. New Orleans has 25 millimeters everywhere. Without AFHE, it shatters. HE shatters it only breaks through 21 millimeters, I think. And it's is it 34 millimeters that breaks with IFHE? So it's
you basically take the
armor out of cruisers.
Yeah, you take to figure out which armor, also how thick armor you can penetrate. You take the shell diameter or how many millimeter, and then divide it by 6.
So 100 divided by 6, so it's on 16. And you multiply it by okay, so
1.3. So you get 16.66, which basically means you cannot penetrate anything.
You go up and you can penetrate the superstructure of cruisers.
Yeah. So the thumb rule is you take it and divide by 6, and then what you can penetrate. Look, A to the K, he's running quite strongly into E here, and I would say with no support. But he's.
I think the question is which DDs are you facing?
Fletcher and Tashkent, yeah. So he's feeling pretty brave now.
So the Fletcher is a beefed up Benson, and the Akizuki eats Benson for breakfast. So it's like an imperial breakfast or whatever you have in the UK.
Imperial breakfast.
Oh boy.
That's what King has. That's what the King has every morning. He has an imperial breakfast.
Isn't that when you have baked beans and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not alone in B.
Black pudding. Do you know what black pudding is?
No.
I think it's blood.
Fried up pig's
Oh,
blood.
oh. He's spotted.
He's spotted by
But
Fletcher,
what?
I think. Yeah, that's
Yeah, must be
Fletcher.
there, because... Here we go. How is this gonna do now with IFHE? Oh, good
yeah,
salvo,
that's
2k.
salvo.
Let's see now, he's angling in 1k. 700.
He's missing a lot of shots on the salvo.
And now
but
it's
it's
angled, look, 900. So now, now he's turning in, now we're gonna, 700. It's not doing that. I would have loved to see that AP there. Yeah, but now, why is it smoke? Sheeden, okay, so the guy's name is actually a Danish name for bullseye, so there we go.
That's the first one.
The first blood. He didn't even torp. Wasn't it his torps up? It's... What the hell? I don't get what that Fletcher was doing. Did you guys see torps from him? Oh, there they are, there they are. Yeah, there they are. Yeah.
New Orleans might even have radar there.
Hmm. So the New Orleans
Fletcher had smoked up, so something happened.
You see the enemy team is pushing all to A, it seems like. They've given up D. That Bismarck.
Oh, that's a Minotaur.
Where is he? Yeah, that's a Minotaur there.
A very brave Minotaur going on the closer side of things that they should have between them.
Minotaur is not something you want to get detected by.
They're evil things.
Oh, he is thinking if he's going to contemplate.
Oh, there we go.
Nuke it or not.
Yeah, the Minotaurs almost box you in, like, you know when a CV
it's
cross
right there.
drops you, he boxes you in with one set of torpedoes and then whacks you with the others. Minotaur almost boxes you in, because you can't show broadside to it, because you get demolished.
But now their team is
it was
pushing in.
Baltimore straight up for a second.
So his body, what is he running? He's running that hard. Yeah, so you can look, so with AFTE you can do that. Stealth firing, yeah. So Baltimore gonna beach. 700k. It's not a... You have to hit though, of course, but... And it went off.
Have either of you two played the Baltimore since it's had its buff?
No.
No. But I played it a lot of like this before the buff, so...
He just keeps shooting at the same spot. Look. And he keeps doing... Oh, no, no. The gun away. Hey. But there's still... The Minotaur is still there, though. But he did pop his radar earlier, so what's the cooldown
That
on
was
the radar?
Baltimore's radar.
Was it Baltimore radar? Oh, here we go.
Doesn't Minotaur have to choose between smoke and radar?
Baltimore doesn't have smoke.
No, but the Minotaur doesn't. The Minotaur has to choose between smoke and radar.
Well, possibly. I don't have it.
Ooh!
I have the
Jesus, do you see that one?
That was
Goodbye, Baltimore. Jesus, that was full health almost.
gone to Davy Jones's locker.
Look at the lemming train here coming out of B.
Yeah,
They are down. They are up one ship though, so this is not looking so bad.
No, the Minotaur sneaked out of cap.
There we go, Minotaur. That's important, go and spot him. The rest of the team. He's stationary.
Yes. Almost, it's moving now.
Yeah, because Minotaur, they got this is so funny with the English cruisers. They have some, like, they defy laws of physics and they're accelerating.
Oh, they go full speed round the corner, yeah.
Yeah, it's really silly to see. So, and then when you're gonna stop, you think you're gonna stop in the same way, but no, it stops like worse than a BB. At least the Belfast does. I don't know the Minotaur was. Yeah, because I've so many times I'm stopping for the smoke, and it's like slowing down, and then suddenly when you're gonna start moving again, it goes like some sort of warp speed 5 or something.
Yeah, you're just gonna reposition a little bit in the smoke, and suddenly you're realizing that you're gonna overshoot your own smoke that you were stationary in just a few seconds ago.
Look at this guy. Ooh. Almost full HP, Mr. Feels Good Man.
This kind of feels like the classic Yamato though.
No flanks, no camo. He feels good.
Sitting still somewhere.
Yeah.
Detected.
The old way. And now he's using the reload, of course. We get 5 seconds. And there we go. But it's of course you can manage to, but it's not opening up yet. Yeah, he got went down. Yeah, toggle. Nice.
And he's sitting next to a BB. Proximity taking damage.
Yeah. Are they gonna hit? Oh, one is gonna hit there. One.
Oh, it's only he reversed out it.
Yeah, only one. But he got the flooding, so now if
Fire. Needs fire.
Fire. Does he have the fire flags? Yeah, I get that yellow one is the fire flag. The problem is also that now if he didn't have the IFHE, then he would be burning in 4 places.
Well, the English flag and the Finnish flag are...
But in this case, look now, 500. This is not IFHE. Look, no damage. This is my point of the island. So he's not doing damage. Oh, okay, he's shooting behind. Look.
Yeah,
but look now, and the cracks. He has one. Look, but look at the hit. Let me like here. He has 10 ricochet or what's it called? Target hits and 9 pans. Yeah. So it's like 50. Now it's broadside. So now it's 198. Okay, that's a good shot.
Still, you've got to land them on the superstructure though. You can't hit the belt armor.
Yeah, no damage.
Yeah, and it's like 60mm.
198.
Stick armor.
Is he overshooting? Well, there we go.
So here exactly on that point is where I was. So of course he got one fire. If he had not, if he hadn't done the IFHE, then he would have had what?
He would have
4 or 5 more.
So he mathematically should have had 1 more.
Yeah, but what we found, this is kind of funny.
Yeah, but you didn't do 1 with you. I bet that you would have the same.
I can make 10 videos for you to to prove it. I'm 100% sure. Or you can test it. Training. That's what the training rooms are for. But based on the math that we had, then suddenly you would have. We did 4 and 5. Yeah, so.
Yeah,
look at the tech, by the way. Look at the chat.
Time to the North Cal, and you had 20 fires when you didn't have it. IFHE, and you did 5 fires when you had IFHE.
Nice
hit. Hit the the big one.
It's a gross. You gonna take it? Is he gonna take it? No. Oh, they didn't have the gun. So this is cool. This is good. Also, what it's doing right now, do nothing. Always when you're in a DD, you feel that you just have to do something. But at this point here,
he's out of smoke. He is out of.
Yeah, he was not running superintendent. No.
No, but at this moment, he has nothing. If they push through the smoke, he's
Yeah, but he has a spot also. Or well, they're so close now anyway.
Yeah, but they have some guy in the. I can't see what it is ship, but what did they have left? It's sitting in that smoke.
Now
and the smoke ends at his.
Now
his
torps are
detection.
coming up. See. Tommy
He's gonna have
Hund.
a field day.
I said Tommy Hund is getting battered in the chat.
I mean, this is what we often talk about when people are missing the strategic opportunities. They don't know about him sitting there, but they know that he's blocking, that something is blocking, and probably him is blocking the cap. But they're not. They spent 30 or 40 seconds just waiting for something else to happen instead of trying to get an advantage.
Oh, can you imagine Shema torps at this? Oof.
Yep.
And that's gonna be 1. And this is gonna be 2.
He's gonna get the Tashkent.
There we go. Oh, is he gonna dodge? No. He's gonna dodge it.
Oh, he dodged.
That
I
was
thought he was
close.
gonna get it for sure.
Nice cheat. Who cheated?
And that Tommy Hund guy. Montana volley to the side.
Yeah. That's quite amazing. I've seen that. I once one-shotted a Kutuzov almost from the spawn point. From max range, he was sailing broadside, and he hadn't even fired his guns. And it's like the 1 out of 20 shots. And yeah, oh no, that was cheats. Of course, they had to be cheats.
My stream, I got one-shotted by Montana for 20k away when I was I was actually moving around in smoke. So yeah,
There we go.
nice cheat. It's great guns, but a bit annoying.
And also here, when you're gonna do that reset, when you have this many ships, you have to try and spread around on each ships, because those defense ribbons, they are really nice on XP.
Yeah, and also if you're supposed to decap, you have to hit the ships so that
Yeah,
you
but
get
look
all
now.
cap points.
Let's I want to prove my point. 393. Okay, that's a good one. 2k and a fire.
And a fire.
Yeah, 396.
Yeah,
you have
you
to
did
hit.
that one.
Where is he shooting now? He's shooting over here now. And he got a
That's
fire. 700. Okay, now it's good. This is good. Okay, bye-bye.
Well,
But in this
getting-
angle, he would do...
Yeah, but you're also getting the fires.
yeah, but
So
you're not, he has had
180
3
that-
fires. He has had 250 hits and 3 fires. And if you were going to do the math, of course, just based on that, you have what? You have 1.5% fire chance.
Yeah,
Of
but
course,
you
it's
could
not
be-
correct, but
If there's a fire on a ship, especially if he's running at fire prevention, he's hitting the superstructure. You can only ever get 1 fire on there when he's burning, so he's going to get loads more hits in the same area when he doesn't stand a chance of getting another fire. So that's what messes your percentage up there.
I mean, he has 7. It's 5% with the guns.
yeah,
And
you can
then
get 8% max with full fire build, then you can have
Yeah, and then you
8%.
get 5% with
Yeah.
the IFHE. So you should be getting more. I mean, you shouldn't get more. You should almost get double amount of fires if you're running the fire build.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling it.
You got,
So,
no,
there you
but
go.
you got 4 times as many as when you did your test, and it's a statistical anomaly. It should be a statistical anomaly unless Wargaming hid some part of the mechanics for us, which.
Yeah, he
no
has
one actually-
4 fires now on 300, and I had 4 fires on 600 hits. So,
And also remember, Pervergosa is a tier higher, so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fire
And
prevention
yeah,
actually lower.
so you actually got that. But this doesn't look super good for them. They are down 2 caps now, and
But they were down a ship already when he tried
Yeah,
to
look.
push in.
yeah, now they are.
They're still down 1 ship.
Let's go in close here and see what.
Oh, it's another fire. Tick, 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 ticking.
But it's an interesting position here because you have but Taskin probably going to see, given our last scene position. And you have AtotheK's team being spread out between one and one. And one guy somewhere outside C.
But again, also that this 198. So, but again, of course, with AP here, you wouldn't do any more damage anyway. But you could set more fires.
AP run the risk of bouncing.
Yeah, sure. At this, of course, these angles will get it. Now they're losing all 3 caps. It's gonna be what did you call it? Like a broken heart. What did you call it? Those games where you should have won but you lose.
He had 2 fires on him when as soon as the fire ended, he got the new one.
But yeah,
I mean it's a trade-off, of course. But the question is,
here we go.
Is the ability to
look now. Okay, this is where you wreck with, of course, with IFHE. But again, AP would be better at this point. After my theory, at least.
Yes, but as soon as you're cutting, you get some more. That Taskin is broadside.
Yeah, it's broadside. This you would. Yeah. Now, okay.
Yeah.
Look. 2.5.
Of course, AP is better when it's inside at this range, but if you go up to 8-9k, where Akizuki is
of course. Yeah, then it doesn't matter.
And then you have no.
But then you're not. But then it doesn't. IFHE penetration doesn't work as well. Then also.
Yeah, because IFHE penetration doesn't count on distance.
Hmm.
The HE penetration doesn't count on distance. That's why it's.
That's why it's strong. It doesn't drop off penetration values.
Here we go.
You can sit 15k away, and once you have those fires from your fire build, you can switch on AP and just gonna fling off whatever you're hitting.
And everybody's loving AtotheK in the chat.
Yeah, it's 3 kills. His time's running out, but he should be able to get the fire. Oh.
And there we go.
There.
That was a nice game there. AtotheK.
I'd
AtotheK.
say it's a good example of why IFHE is good. I mean, in those perfect circumstances, there's a case for running just fire build.
If you look at
the German points.
But 7 fires with 500. I got 4 with 600. So, and he was low tier.
He gets close. He gets close to double. He's basically on your test. You would have gotten 10 fires, and you got 20 fires with the fire.
Yeah, but look how
outcome.
But how can this be even possible if you think about it? Because you have 7 fires on
because
here.
You have 5%, and you get half that basically from. I mean, tier 10 ship halves the fire chance. You got down to 2.5, possibly 2.7% chance of 5%, and then if most of them are probably running fire prevention.
Yeah, okay, but still, wouldn't it matter? So I was sitting 7 kilometers on a broadside, and I only tried to fire on the places where there were no fires. So on 600, of course, you have more ships. Maybe that's the point, that there are different ships with different.
I think the point we also saw AtotheK fire a lot of trips on fires a lot of HE shots on burning ships.
Yeah.
So it's a trade-off, but I think that you're giving up a lot of dot damage, but you're going to wreck DDs.
Yeah.
So you're going to be allowed to have that chance to just sit and kill things.
I'm still not convinced, but AtotheK definitely made it difficult for me. So
you will be convinced when you take out your Fletcher and you're getting wrecked by Akizuki.
Well, I don't. Let me say it like that. I don't play my Fletcher like that guy did. That's for damn sure. But anyway, I can be cocky sitting here outside the game, but
it was a very well played game by AtotheK.
Absolutely, and showed how it should be done. That's for sure. But thank you very much, AtotheK, for a great replay, and we will see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
See you later, guys.